All right, fans, we are back. We are getting ready for a banger of a game that should be coming up. I was told that the last two games are the ones that everybody's been waiting for. But before we get to that, I want to thank you, the fans, for being out there and hanging in there with us. It's been a long day. We had a weather delay. So when Mother Nature calls, we answer. And it's about the safety of the kids. So, you have a lightning delay and all that goes with that. But we've had some great football today. And we're getting ready for the Miami Garden Ravens and the Twin City Outlaws. Now, my understanding is that these two teams, this thing could go either way. But you never know in the great game of football how this is going to turn out. Now, just a quick recap of today's events. I'm just going to look this weekend's events. You had the Big East gas station boys going down to the Ellenwood Gators. You had the Fort Lauderdale Hurricanes taking a victory from the North Philly Blackhawks. You had the Atlanta Elite winning 20-20, losing 20-28 to the Municipal Raiders. Raiders coming away with the victory. The Brick City boys 46, the East Side Bulls 0. And you just had the MBK Tigers getting shut out to the Mac Dolphins 35-0. So don't let the scores fool you. All these teams are well coached. They play very well. Cam Newton on the field right now talking to the players and not only encouraging them, but doing a little bit of coaching up as well. And we certainly appreciate what Cam Newton does for the youth. The motto is bless the babies, and he has certainly done that, him and his family. So we want to give a big shout out to Cam Newton. And we also want to thank C1N, Cam Newton and his personnel, for trusting Moxie Media with today's broadcast chores. I'm Freddie Flowers. I'm glad to be here with you. And we'll be underway shortly. The captains are on the field. And they're going over the rules, the basics. There's the coin. He shows that to the players. So there is the toss. And it looks like the Outlaws have won the toss. So it looks like they're going to defer, and they're picking the end zone that they want to defend to start the contest. So the Outlaws will start out defending the north end zone. The Ravens will defend the south end zone. And we're about to get this underway. And based on what I hear, there should be plenty of fireworks. This should be a high energy contest. We've seen a lot of great defense in all of these games, but as you know, if you get the advantage and you get one defense starting to wear out before the other, lots of points can show up magically. So we'll have to see how this works itself out. We still have one contest after this one. As they get set to kick it off. The Ravens will also have their 13U team out, taking on the Rare Breeds in the final contest of the C1N Labor Day Classic. So number 4 of the Ravens, of the Outlaws, will be handling the kicking chores. I do not have a roster for the Outlaws, but they do have their names on the back of the jersey. So I will do my best to try to catch the names on the back of the jersey. Outlaws wearing red on black. The Ravens wearing purple on gray with the white helmets. And here we go. And that one is going to be returned. Number 30 for the Outlaws. Getting in there quick. I think that was number 8 on the return, Antoine Jones. Number 30 will get credit for that stop. And that is Jackson for the Outlaws. So here come the Ravens, and they have a healthy front by all accounts, and they're going to go trips left. Motion by the quarterback. Number 1, the ball carrier. He's going to be met immediately on the line. Number 32 coming up with the stop. Holmes with the tackle. That ball carried by Johnson for the Ravens. No gain on the play, brings up second down. This time, number 3 carries it, has some room, and it's going to go down the sideline, and no one's going to touch him, going and gone. No flags on the field. Roderick Lewis III races off to his left. And just like that, the Ravens are on the board. Wait a minute, hold your horses. Well, it is a touchdown. Okay, I thought something was going on that I missed, but it was merely a sideline warning. Number 3, one of the best in the country, seals it 6-0 with 9:15. So the flock, as they call themselves, get on the board first. Let's see if they can convert. They're going to go for 2 as the ball is spotted at the 5-yard line. Here's the fade route, and that is no good. I honestly thought a flag was going to come flying for interference, but maybe there's something I missed. 9:15 remaining in the first quarter. Ravens jump out first.
So the flock gets set to kick it.
That looks like Eric Presley handling the chores.
And there's the kick. It's going to take a Raven bounce. Number 2 on the return, tries to find a seam before he's wrapped up. Taylor coming up after the return. Met by a flock, no pun intended, of Raven defenders. That ball's going to be spotted at the 39-yard line, where the Outlaws will start their first offensive drive of the contest. So there's the wishbone. Number 2 is going to be met immediately. Taylor's going to be met immediately by number 6, Morgan. So there's a loss of about 2 yards on that play. It'll be 2nd and 12 for Twin Cities. And Zero, the ball carrier, tries to muscle his way, but he can't get away from the defender. Number 25. He's going to bring down, and that's Moss. Irving with the stop for the Ravens. So it's 3rd and 12. And it looks like we have a bit of confusion trying to get the play call in. So we are going to go 4 wide. Number 4 puts it in the air, has the open man, but he's going to be wrapped up quickly by number 10. So after a gain of 5, it's 4th down. And that was Prince who caught the ball for Twin Cities.
Twin City comes out to its right. Quarterback rolls right.
They're going to go for it. He puts it up. Does he have an open man? And that one is going to fall incomplete. The intended receiver, 18. And as a result of that play, that is going to be turned over on downs. Hardaway, the intended receiver. So the Raven offense comes back out onto the field. Ball spotted at the 43. Outlaw stopped on that last drive. The Ravens with a big play on offense to start. Number 4, and he's going to go bowl his way. There's a flag. The ball gets to the 41, and we'll get the call from the official in just a second. Okay, that is waved off. So the ball will be spotted at the 41. Number 4, Adams, was the ball carrier. There's a give to number 3. And he's going to be met
by a host of Outlaw defenders.
and that is Lewis. So it is 3rd and 4 for the Ravens. A sea of black and red jerseys bringing down Lewis. And I'm looking at that Raven line, and I'll be the first to admit I wouldn't want to fight those guys for the last chicken leg at the table. Movement up front, and that's going to be offsides by all accounts from what I could see. And bingo, that's what it is. So that will net a fresh set of downs. And opportunities like that, you don't want to squander if you're a defense. So the Ravens with a fresh set of downs. 3 men in the backfield, shotgun formation. There's the handoff to number, and he's going to be wrapped up quickly. Number 22 for the Outlaws will get credit on that tackle. Pardon me, 32. Three in the backfield again. This time to give is to number 1, and he's going to go to his left. And they're stretching out that defense. He's going to go out of bounds right around the 21-yard line. Johnson, the ball carrier. So the chains move. And the Ravens get a fresh set of downs. 4:49 remaining in the first quarter. And that big line continues to push. And there's a flag on the field. Delay of game against the Miami Garden Ravens. So with that penalty, the ball goes to the 26. And one of the things, if you're an offense putting together a sustained drive, the last thing you want to do is give the defense a break. You want to continue to wear them down, and if you got a front like Miami has, you certainly want to keep doing that. Number 3 bounces it out to his right and finds some room before he's pushed out of bounds by Taylor. Lewis will be about 3 yards short of a first. Ball's going to get spotted at the 15. So he'll need 4 yards in all. Or I should say the Ravens will need 4 yards in all to get the first. Number 4, the ball carrier. And there was a big hit at the end of that play. I believe that was number 4, Adams, the ball carrier. But the Outlaws bought the stone and stopped them cold, but it's a fresh set of downs nonetheless. And they have to get rid of it. Quarterback under pressure. And that is Dulane. So that'll bring up second down. It's goal to go. Ball is right at the 10. And here's a chance for the Outlaws to make a statement. And here comes the run again. Number 3 stretching it out. There is a flag. So before any calls are made, because I see the pylon's been run over, we'll see what that call is. Holding Rutrow, and that's going to cost him 10 from the spot of the foul. So we'll see what the final mark of that is. .255 remaining in the first quarter. Ball goes back to the 20. And the Ravens are going to take a timeout with 2:49 remaining in the first quarter. Fans, we want to thank you for being here at the C1N Labor Day Classic. I'm Freddie Flowers, the voice of Moxie Media. We'll be right back.
They got period water and donuts.
I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit. Yeah, cool, bro. 1 second. See? Who you got? Me and Coach Lou. Who you got? Who you got? Me and Lou. Hey, go.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone.
All right, we are back. So a holding call puts the ball at the 20. There's the snap. Throws up the fade route. And that pass falls incomplete. And there is a flag. The defender never turned around. So we know what's about to happen there. Pass interference. And after getting a beneficial penalty, the Outlaws turn around with pass interference and put the ball right back to the 10. So it remains 2nd and goal to go. The give is number 4. He tries to turn up in the middle, and he's going to be met immediately by number 5. And that is Hill.
Number 5, Hill on the tackle.
Adams with the carry. They'll get to the 9-yard line. It'll be 3rd and goal to go. As I said earlier, the Outlaws trying to make a statement here by holding serve. And the quarterback's under pressure, and he's going to go down at the 20. And lurking about back there, there's the big man, number 19. And I was just saying, you know, if you want to make a statement with your opponent staring at the end zone you're defending, that was the time to do it. And by gosh, that's exactly what the Outlaws did. They got after the quarterback and made him pay, and now it is 4th and goal to go from the 19. So you've got to believe this is going in the air, and lo and behold, it's an empty backfield. He puts it up, and it is picked off. It is picked off in the end zone by the Outlaws. What a turn of events. Miami was driving down the field. And just like that, the ball was turned over. Now, here's the other part of that tale. If he had simply intercepted it and went down in the end zone, you'd have a touchback. He came out to the 1. What are the odds that the Ravens are going to send everything but the kitchen sink, the house, the hammer, the plates, the dishes, tool shed, you name it?
Watch the white cap, please. Just watch the white cap. Straight ahead and nothing there.
They're going to blow that one dead. They're still at the 1 yard line. No gain on the play. Man, that is dangerous territory. That big line of Miami is tough sledding. I mean, look at big number 99 out there. That is Allen, Sap, number 98. And he's built like a Sap we all might recognize, first name Warren. They're going ahead, they're trying to push the pile. He might have got a yard out of that or 2. And they're going to get to the 3. Well, it's actually spotted just forward of the 2. So maybe not quite the 3. And it is 3rd down. And we have a timeout on the field. Thank you for hanging in here with us at the C1N Labor Day Classic. Moxie Media Productions would like to thank Cam Newton and his staff for trusting Moxie Media with today's broadcast. We'll be right back after the timeout.
I won.
They got period one and donut. I like the water. True meaning of ghetto. They got period one and donuts. I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit.
Yeah, see? Who you got? Me and Coach Lou. Who you got? Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody gotta eat, so they can leave me alone. We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody gotta eat, so they can leave me alone. Because I'm going to sleep.
Yeah. We did a thing.
All right, fans, we're back. We have flipped the field with the change of quarters. The first quarter ended with the Outlaws getting an interception, but in the process of trying to run it back, the Outlaws get tackled at the 1 and start their series at the 1, and thus far have only been able to get the nose of the football to the 3-yard line. So this is where it gets interesting, and this is dangerous territory. And that big Miami front. So something isn't right. And that whistle is blown. And the Outlaws, you could tell one of their players is like, think, guys, think. But wait a minute, hold on. Well, I guess that answers that. So the penalty goes against the Ravens. Wow. And he's going to be dropped back around the 3-yard line. So a loss of 5. And that's going to bring up 4th down. Just when you catch a break, it turns around on you. And we know this is punting territory. So there's a flag. False start against Twin City. Getting the interception, catching a break to get a little more room to work, and then a couple of penalties. Now has the ball at the 1.5-yard line. The play is blown dead again. And Miami Garden is going to take a timeout. Fans will be right back.
They got period water and donuts. I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit.
Yeah, come on. See? Who you got? Me and Coach Lou. Who you got? Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone.
All right, we're back with 8:34 remaining in the first half of play. The pace of this game has slowed considerably due to penalties. Other than the one big offensive play, both defenses have shined thus far. And there's the kick. And it's going to take a bounce in favor of the Outlaws. It'll get to the 25. And you know, if you can punt it 25 yards at the age of 11, I still call that impressive. The unfortunate part is that it leaves very good field position for Miami. So we'll see what the Twin City defense brings as they try to get the ball back. They're only down 6-0. There's a lot of football left to be played. So shotgun formation, single man in the backfield, 3 men to the left, 1 to the right. Goes into motion. There's the quick out. Number 1 has it. Knee bounces it out. Tries to stay along the sideline. He'll go out of bounds just inside the 15. We'll see where the final spot is. And there's a flag on the field, and it's holding. You know who that's going to go against. So that's going to put him back. And That ball will go to the 35-yard line. So it'll be 1st and 20. Number 4 goes into motion, 3 to the left. Single man in the backfield, 1 to the right. There's the snap, there's the handoff. And number 3 still grinding his legs, and he's ultimately going to be brought down by a pile of defenders. Number 9. And that I believe that's Cromwell. Lewis, the ball carrier. There's a flag on the field. And that is Crowell. And there's another flag. Unnecessary roughness. So we have a false start against Miami. Personal foul. That's going to go against Twin Cities. And you got to give credit to the Miami quarterback. I mean, he sat up there and like, hey, what's the deal? So here's what they're going to do. They're going to walk off the false start and then assess the personal foul. So ultimately the ball should be spotted, if I remember right and got my math right, around the 24-yard line, and that's where it sits. So it is 2nd down and 9 at this point. And we have been stuck on 2nd down for a minute. .30 remaining in the first half as the clock continues to roll. That big line gets set. Number 1, the ball carrier. And number 1 is going to be met quickly right around the 25, so there's no gain on that play. And that's going to bring up 3rd down. And if I said it once, I've said it 1,000 times. These defenses are showing up in these games. So more of the same. And I would say that's probably the big theme outside of the Brick City Boys and Eastside Bulls contest. Defense has been the name of the game. Here's number 3 trying to find some room and bounce to his right. He's going to have one man to beat. And he's going to run out of bounds. Inside the 10, he's going to get to the 8. And he's going to net a fresh set of downs, so it'll be 1st and goal to go. So nifty running by Roderick Lewis III. Get some huge yardage. So once again, Twin City wanting to make a statement. Number 4, the ball carrier, is going to be stopped at the 5. And that is Adams. Hill on that stop. along with number 22. 19, Turner coming in. So the 2nd and goal to go. Ball's at the 5. Number 3, Lewis, the ball carrier. And it'll be 3rd and goal to go. Ball is at the 3-yard line. We've seen this scene before. Question is will the outcome be the same? So they get the play from the sideline. And like I said, that big line up front, it could be boiling down to which defense gets winded first. Number 3, the ball carry. He's going to be brought down for a loss of a yard. Lewis brought down. Number 32 getting in on the action. And it is 4th and goal to go again. The official speaking with the Outlaw ball player. And Miami Garden Ravens are going to take a timeout. Fans, we're glad you're here with us at the C1N Labor Day Classic. Moxie Media Productions would like to thank Cam Newton and his staff for trusting Moxie Media with today's productions. I'm Freddie Flowers. We'll be right back. 4:30 remaining in the first half. So the Ravens, having been here before, they have that big line. Here's the give, number 3. He puts it up in the air, and it's intercepted again. And this time, let's see, we got flags on the field. Hold on.
Just like that again. We just witnessed
Holding. That penalty is going to be declined. And once again, not going down in the end zone after the interception. Twin City finds themselves on the 1-yard line. And just as they were getting lined up, you heard me say, have we seen this scene before? And did it happen? It did. So the flag's still on the field. Okay, the white hat picks up his flag. And the penalty is going to give Twin Cities some breathing room. Wait a minute. The Ravens have the ball. That's what I get for not paying attention. A huge sack by number 44. And that is Patrick. 4:18 remaining in the second quarter. These defenses have been playing lights out. That'll put the ball back at the 20.
Again, halftime, $5. You can win $100. All you got to do is catch the punt. All you got to do is go down to the PJ Center, run your fast, and halftime.
So now, after all that, Twin Cities runs the ball. Number 2, Taylor handling that work. He'll get to the 24-yard line. Number 2 escapes some tackles, and he's going to get to the 30. He'll be brought down by number 2, Ronnie Mirth Jr. Taylor, the ball carrier. And that's going to move the sticks. Ball at the 30-yard line. 3:26 remaining in the second quarter. Both teams, it seems like the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Big Zero running it, giving the stiff arm to 25 and taking him for a ride. He'll get to the 35-yard line. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for the Outlaws. So they will go 4 wide. Single man in the backfield. Put it in the air. And the intended receiver is number 5. And that is Hill. Moss Jr. was the ball carrier on the previous run play for the Outlaws. So the ball is at the 35-yard line. It's 3rd down, 2:14 remaining in the first half. So we're going to go 4 wide. Trips to the left, single man to the right. And Twin Cities is going to take a timeout, and we'll be right back.
Don't forget at halftime, $5.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone. Because I'm going to sleep.
Everybody, yeah. We did a thing.
Just like that.
So both of these defenses not really giving an inch. You had one big play. Roderick Lewis III went around to the left and rode the sideline all the way to the end zone. And that has been it. Otherwise, this has been a defensive Donnybrook. Number 4 is going to get a first down, and he'll get across the 40-yard line before he stopped. So 2:05 remaining in the half. Long the ball carrier. And these teams are just slugging it out. One big play has been all the difference in the game. Number 7 with the grab, and he takes off with it before he is upended by number 4, Adams. And number 7 is shaken up.
We got the trainers coming.
He's right there near his sideline, and that is Williams, number 7 for Twin City, and he's up under his own power. So with that catch and run, the ball will be spotted at the 45-yard line in Raven territory.
And we got another Eagle play on.
Have a flag on the field. And that is Darren Johnson able to come off under his own power. So now all of that is sorted out. 2 men in the backfield, 3 wide. Number 2, Taylor tries to find some room. He'll get a yard. And it'll be 2nd and 9. We're about 1:18 remaining in the first half. If Twin City's going to do something, they better do it in a hurry. And he is double covered, and that is not interference. He had a step, but was well defended. So that'll bring up 3rd down. And clearly, Twin City understands the clock by firing it down there for all the marbles. So the coaches try to get the players aligned. And once again, it appears to be some confusion.
And we got a time on Twin City.
Twin City's going to have to take a timeout. We'll be right back to the C1N Labor Day Classic, coming to you from Westlake High School, just south of Atlanta, Georgia. We'll be right back.
right, we got a minute remaining in the half.
All right, Twin City comes out in the trip formation to the left side.
Single man in the backfield. 3 to the left, 1 to the right. Number 4 is gonna be stopped for a loss behind the 50.
But number 7 of the floor.
A 6-yard loss. Probably 7-yard loss on the play.
And that'll be the last time out of that.
And this will be the final timeout for Twin Cities. 47 seconds remaining in the first half. We'll be right back. All right, we've had a defense of Donnybrook. Slugfest, whatever you want to call it, whatever colloquialism you want to use. One big play has made all the difference in this game, and it is 6-0 in favor of Miami.
Quarterback rolls to the right. And a man lets it go.
And that one
Nicely broken up, but
is broken up.
on the field.
Number 10 for the Ravens, Corey Roll. And there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that is. Holding.
We got a hold him.
And that's going to go against the Outlaws. That'll be declined for sure, and that's exactly what it is.
First and 10.
So it'll be 1st and 10 with 40 seconds remaining. I would expect the Ravens to take some shots down the field. So it's 1st and 10 at the 50. So we've got multiple in motion. There's the quick out. And how about that? He sheds the blocker. And I believe that is Cromwell. He's going to have to come off for at least one play. They can check his equipment. Pardon me, Crowell. I think I said Cromwell. That's Crowell. So empty backfield. And he puts it up. The intended receiver, number 5, Mollard. And that's going to do it for the first half. 6-0, Ravens over the Outlaws.
letting go. I won.
They got period water and donuts.
I like the water. True meaning of ghetto bullshit. Yeah, cool. Bro. 1 second. See? Who you got? Me and Coach Lou. Who you got? Who you got? Me and Lou.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody gotta eat, so they can leave me alone. Because I'm going to sleep.
Everybody, we did a thing.
sir. Yes, sir. Next man up, here we go. Take it. 2. Set it up, not distant, up. Up, 2. Come on, man. Fumble. Atlanta Falcons. Ready. Let him go again. Check. Let him go again. Next man, load it. Ball up. Come on, Palmer. go. The number one punt receiver is going double or nothing. Clap it up. He's going double or nothing. Clap it up.
All right, fans, welcome back. What a contest we've had. One big play by Miami Gardens, and that's it. That is your score, 6-0. The defenses have been outstanding. Miami getting into the red zone and failing to cash in multiple times. That could come back to haunt them. Now, one thing Miami depends on is that big line, but as the game wears on, big guys tend to get tired. Twin Cities, the Outlaws have been sure tacklers. When they wrap up, they wrap up. So defensively, back and forth, forth and back. How's this one going to end? We're going to find out. We're glad that you're hanging with us here today. We've had a lot of football played, here at the C1N Labor Day Classic. We'd like to thank Cam Newton and his staff for selecting Moxie Media to handle the video productions. We've had a great time today, and we've got one more contest as the 13U Ravens take on the 13U Gorillas. So that'll be happening shortly. We'll be right back as these teams get ready for the second half of play. All right, we are back. It's been a whale of a first half defensively. Miami wasting opportunities inside the red zone to cash in. 2 huge interceptions. A penalty knocks out a touchdown. So you have 21 points theoretically left on the field, and we're sitting here at 6-0. Could this come back to haunt the Ravens? We will see. So we're getting ready to kick off. And remember, the selection at the beginning when the coin toss was made. So Twin City will get the kickoff. Number 21, Presley, there to kick it. Number 1 and 2 respectively. For the Outlaws on the return. And number 1's going to be the returner. And he's going to be stopped just shy of the 40. May have made it there. And they're going to spot it at the 40-yard line. So
Twin City on offense. And Twin City is showing some flashes, but continue to go 4 and out in the first half. So wishbone formation this time. Number 2, the ball carrier, he slices his way across the 40. And he's going to get a gain of 2, so it'll be 2nd and 8. The Outlaws have to find a way to consistently get those chunks of yards that they have demonstrated that they're capable of. So wonder what kind of halftime adjustments we'll see. We're coming to you from Westlake High School. Just south of Atlanta proper. Number 7, the ball carrier, finds some room up the middle. And he's going to get a solid gain of 6 yards to make it a very manageable 3rd and 2. The ball will go to the 48-yard line. And I want you to watch the big men in this game. Keep an eye on that. And that play is going to be blown dead. So it's offsides against Miami. That's going to net a first down for the Outlaws. And the ball is going to go to the 47-yard line. And there's another whistle. And the Ravens are going to take a timeout. And they're taking one at 8:10 into the 3rd quarter. Let's keep an eye on that one because they only have 2 more left. And the way this game is going, they might have needed all 3. We'll be right back.
Cool, now I was scared of letting go. I won.
They got period one and donuts. I like the water. True meaning.
All right, so Miami early in the 2nd half here in the 3rd quarter has taken a timeout. Now, given the way that this game is gone, usually you try to keep those in pockets. But nonetheless, one already burned up for the Ravens. Wishbone formation. Single man to the right. 0 the ball carrier, and he's going to take some folks for a ride, and he's going to end up falling forward to the 44-yard line. So a gain of 3 on the play will make it 2nd and 7. And that was 0 carrying it. Number 7 bursts through, still on his feet, getting solid yards across the 30, and gets to the 26-yard line before he steps out of bounds. And that's going to be a big first down by Williams. And the Outlaws managing to find a few soft spots in the Miami defense. And Big Zero continuing to pound him, and they can't bring him down, and he keeps churning his feet. And the pile keeps moving, and he is going to go down at the 20-yard line. And that is a 6-yard gain, so it'll be 2nd and 4. And right now, it looks like the Outlaws are imposing their will on this drive. And do you think they're going to change up what they're doing? Absolutely not. They're still in the wishbone, single man to the right. Number 2 gets it, slices up the middle, and he's going to go across the 15 and move the chains. And this is the first sustained drive that has just been consistent. They down it at the 15. Here come the Outlaws, and they're trying to get to the 10, it looks like. They're going, and they haven't stopped yet. And finally, the pile goes down at the 7. So it'll be 3rd and 2. And they're getting it down in distance marker straightened out. And there's a flag. That's a sideline warning. So the ball is actually at the 8. It'll be 2nd and 3, and here comes number 7. And he's going to get tripped up. Nice open field tackle. That is number 7, Jaden Forward. Loss of yardage on the play puts the ball at the 10-yard line. So it's a 3rd and 5. And we were talking about wasted opportunities inside the red zone. So let's see what happens here. Williams comes out. They stay in the wishbone. Gives to number 2. He slices his way and tries to find more room. And he's going to be very close to a first down. That'll be 4th and 1. Now this is going to be huge for the Ravens. It is 4th and 1. How much you want to bet? Yep, Zero gets it, and there he goes, and they're trying to push the pile, but this is not going to happen. The Ravens stopped them inside of the 10-yard line, and the ball is going to be turned over on downs. Big defensive stand by Miami Gardens, and a missed opportunity by the Twin City Outlaws after putting together a very nice drive, punishing the Miami front, and they come up empty once again and remain down 6-0.
Yes, sir, we doing it out here. Live at the Grand Flavor Day Classic.
So
We got
there are the whistles to get play going again. So the Ravens have the ball. And this is where it could get interesting, because the Outlaws have been able to get in the backfield, and tackles for loss can be huge right here. And that big Miami front knows that they are needed now more than ever. So let's see what happens. There's pressure! And he almost had a safety back there. He'll get about a yard or so out of that. And that'll bring up second down. And you can guarantee that the Outlaws are going to try to bring the wood. One of the key things that the coaches, and I'm sure they've told them this, is do not run backwards. When you're this deep in your own territory, that is the last thing you want to do. And there's movement up front. And yes, this is going to go again. Oh, no. The Ravens. Wow, this is going to put that ball at the 2. Okay, they readjusted to the 3. Not something the Ravens wanted. Here come the Outlaws. And they go around the edge. Number 3 once again getting the call, and he has gotten them out of trouble more than once. And that is Roderick Lewis III with a huge gain and lots of breathing room. There is a flag, and back it comes. Yep, there it is in the end zone. And that's got to be holding. This ball effectively is going to be at the 1.5 yard line. Lewis, having got him out of trouble one time, had a touchdown called back due to a penalty. And when you have success like that called back for a penalty, it takes the wind out your sails a bit. So max protect. Here they go. And this time Lewis is going to be wrapped up quickly. So we're finally going to get to third down with 2:54 remaining in the third. And this game has basically been stuck inside the 10-yard line down here for quite some time. That's a testament to both of these defenses. However, Miami holds the edge because of the big play by Lewis early on in the contest. And nothing happening. There's a flag. And it's offsides. Outlaws trying to get a jump. Now that's only 5 yards. So they'll replay third down. And they say it's a first down for the Ravens, so there must have been something else going on. I saw an official with his hands on his hips. So that looks like there was a personal foul happening somewhere. So the Ravens get out of a jam with a huge penalty. Oh, the ball is on the ground. And it seems like the center and the quarterback had some miscommunication. That play was blown dead, so there's effectively no gain on the play. May have got half a yard out of it. These defenses really shining
in this contest. So it's second down. Number 3 trying to find room, and not much happening there. Number 1 in the bottom of the pile. Nodding up the ball carrier. And that is Merritt, the 3rd, for the Outlaws. So it's third down again. Number 3 turns sideways. And Twin City not giving any quarter. Loss of a yard on the play. It is fourth down. And that's the end of the third. Wait a minute, somebody sounded a horn. That's not the end of the third. There's 56 seconds on that clock. So we're showing 53 seconds. So another big fourth down for Twin City. Shotgun. They're going to punt it. And they'll just leave this one alone. It's nuclear at this point. He picks it up! Wow, that was dangerous. But he'll get near the 35-yard line. So it is better field position, if nothing else. Tried to catch Miami sleeping. Usually when you see a punt like that, you have defenders in the area, that ball is considered nuclear. So 21 seconds remaining in the third. No score since early in the first quarter, where Roderick Lewis III raced down, running to his left and heading down the lane. The PAT was no good. And so Miami has been nursing this lead thus far in the contest. Twin Cities has been in the red zone but not able to cash in. Number 2, the ball carrier. And the ball is on the ground. And the Ravens have it. So it's going to be 1st and 10 at the 34-yard line. And just after you get a huge defensive stop, you have a turnover. Will this be the difference in this contest? 10 seconds remaining in the third. And this has got to motivate the Ravens players. And you see number 11 hopping around, and he's been a busy bee as well for Miami. That's a sign of energy right there. And if you got the energy, you more than likely have the momentum. There's a snap, there's a give, there's number 3 working his way, bouncing around to his right, and he's gonna get across the 40 before he goes out of bounds at the 37-yard line, and that'll do it for the third quarter. And here come the Ravens after a huge turnover by the Outlaws. Thank you for hanging in here with us at the C1N Labor Day Classic. For those of you watching on pay-per-view, you want to make sure you know that on Tuesday on C1N channel on YouTube, these games will be available
for you to share with other families. There's a flag on the field. And that one's going to go against Twin Cities.
On 44, and that's going to be another 15 yards for the Ravens. They just keep putting.
So the Outlaws, you got 2 flags. And the officials apparently one of the officials had contact made with them, and you do not touch the officials. So here we are. In the 4th quarter. And the Ravens now have the ball at the 22, and the Outlaws not giving any quarter. Holmes, number 32, with the stop.
We got an injured on the field.
And Lewis, the 3rd, looks like cramps. As his teammates stretch him out. And he's going to have to come off the field. So those flags you saw earlier, fans, is why the ball ended up around the 22-yard line. So the Ravens put it in the air, and that's complete to number 1. He breaks a tackle and skips around, and he's going to end up going down just shy of the 10. It's a first down for Miami. So the ball is at the 12-yard line. Ravens continuing to drive. Number 2 has room, and he's going to be upended just inside the 5. So they're going to mark him down at the 6-yard line. Number 2 gets the call once again, and he's going to go down just shy of the end zone at the 1. He didn't quite get in there. So it'll be 1st and goal to go for the Miami Garden Ravens. And let's see if they can cash this in. There's flags. False start, and that's going to cost them 5 yards. The Ravens have not been able to close the deal multiple times inside the red zone, and once again, a penalty is going to push them back. So the ball is going to be spotted at the 6. So some people would say, well, what's the big deal with that? Well, now Twin City will be able to scheme a little bit different to try to stop them. Miami has had multiple 4 and outs in the shadow of the end zone. So there's the snap and the handoff. No give. They can't get past the 5. Ball is at the 6. So no gain on the play. And you got to wonder, is it just me, or does it seem like the Outlaw defense just really clamps down when they find themselves with their backs against the end zone? And that's not a bad thing, but you really don't want to find yourself there to begin with. So here we go, number 3 gets the goal, and he's picked up immediately. And they're going to blow that play dead. Loss of yardage on the play puts the ball at the 8. It is 3rd down. Will the Ravens have an answer for the Outlaw defense inside the 10-yard line? It has not worked at any time in this contest thus far, and here we are again. They're going to try to put it in the air, and he puts it up. And that one is caught. Touchdown, Ravens, number 3. And there are no flags this time. Lewis with the grab. And that'll make up for the one that was called back due to a penalty early on in the game. So as it stands right now, it's 12-0 pending the PAT. And they're going to go for one. The ball spotted at the 3-yard line. So shotgun formation. Empty backfield, man goes into motion. And that one is going to be broken up. So it'll be 12-0 with 5:59 remaining in the contest. And this game is absolutely not out of reach of the Outlaws. But either way, on both sides of the ball, you can call this the game of missed opportunities. And right now, though, the biggest miss will come to Twin City as they are down 12-0 with 5:59 remaining in the game. Now, if I were the coaches, I'd be telling our players, hey, it ain't over yet. Plenty of time left to play. We just have to be efficient. Get down there and answer the bell. The defense has played outstanding. No reason to believe that they couldn't get another stop if they had to. There's the kick. It takes a little bit of a hop. Number 2 on the return, finds a seam up the middle and almost gets away. He gets across the 50 to the 48. So excellent field position. With 5:45 remaining in the contest. Be sure to stay with us for the final contest of the day as the 13U Miami Garden Ravens take on the Rare Breeds. That one is expected to be just as good as this one. And number 4 gets swallowed up. It looked like the ball came loose. And does Miami have it? They do. The Ravens have the ball. And the momentum shift. There's a flag. So this is probably going to be an excessive celebration call.
We got another enforcement conduct on number 19 and 20.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. I thought it was an excessive celebration with all that was going on the field, but apparently there's some extracurricular activity by the Outlaws. So with that, the ball will be placed at the 31-yard line.
With the ball, I'm out in the field wide.
Zero fakes the throw, and he's going to get to the 31-yard line. Bentley Dulane can't find an open man and turns it upfield himself. Gets a couple of yards out of it. It'll be 2nd and 8. Ball at the 29-yard line. 4:50 remaining in the contest. The snap to Dulane, to give to number 3, and he has been the workhorse of the Miami offense. Roderick Lewis III. You know, if I hadn't mentioned anything about an MVP all day, but Roderick Lewis III has to be the MVP of this game, because he would effectively have 3 touchdowns if not for one being called back. And he has just been kind of Mr. Everyman for this Miami Gardens Ravens team. And the Ravens are going to take a timeout. Fans, we'll be right back in just a few.
Cool now, scared of letting go. I won.
They got period one and donuts. I like the water. True meaning of ghetto boost.
All right, we're back live. The momentum shift finally broke, and it broke in favor of the Miami Garden Ravens. Twin City Outlaws had a stop, got the punt, and that's picked off by Twin Cities. Probably not Twin. Yeah, Twin City Outlaws trying to take it up the field. He's still on his feet, and he's going to get inside the 45-yard line. Well, Twin City Outlaws with a pick. And I was just talking about momentum shifts. So 3:37 remaining in the fourth. And I said earlier, coaches need to tell the players, be efficient, get down the field, cash it in to get another opportunity. Missed PATs could be the difference in this game if all were to fall the Twin Cities way. Timeout on the field. We'll be back in just a few.
We're at Golden Corral. We're feeding the children. Everybody got to eat, so they can leave me alone. Because I'm going to sleep.
Everybody, we did a thing.
All right, we are back. What will Twin City Outlaws do with 3:37 remaining on the clock? Can they score quick enough to get an onside kick? The ball is in the air, and they have it! Number 7 trying to break some tackles. He'll get to the 25-yard line, and that'll be a first down. So the Outlaws getting to play. Clock continuing to run towards 3 minutes. Long getting his players set. Number 7 Williams had the catch on the previous play. Long rolls out to his right. He puts it up as an open man. And he's going to fall across the goal line, it appears, but they're going to say he's down at the 1. My, oh, my. And he does. His knees come down just shy of the end zone. This is a huge play here. First and goal to go. There's the signal. There's the give, and he is going to score. Touchdown, Outlaws. 2:27 remaining in the contest. Those defenses finally giving way. And they're going to go for 2. The ball is at the 5-yard line. And the coach is making sure their players understand what it is they need to do. Williams, Patrick, and Long are going to pass the word. And Williams, the big back. And he's going to be wrapped up. So nothing happening on that PAT. So it is 12-6. Outlaws down by 1 score with 2:27 remaining. This game has turned out to be everything they said it was going to be with this 11U group. Fans, we want to thank you for getting on board with the pay-per-view here at the C1N Labor Day Classic. I'm Freddie Flowers with Moxie Media Productions. We want to thank Cam Newton and his staff for trusting us with today's broadcast. So this kickoff can be very interesting. The way the defense is played, I can't say you have much to fear with an onside kick. Number 14 trying to figure out where he should be. And they kick it straight up. That's going to be returned by number 4, Adams. I want to remind all the fans out there, C1N is all about blessing the babies. And today has certainly been a blessing to witness some really great football action. As the sun sets and we're under the lights. So Miami knows that they have got to make some hay. And not much happening there. Number 3, Roderick Lewis III. Getting wrapped up, there is a flag.
That flag is coming from that sideline over there. What is the call?
So we'll see what the call is ultimately. And that one's going to be waved off. So loss of yardage on the play. It'll be 2nd and 11. Clock sitting at 2:14. And the official says to get the clock running. So there it goes. Twin City looking to get another stop. Direct snap to number 3. He's going to step out of some tackles. And he's going to be bounced out of bounds at the 39-yard line. Clock continues to run. 3rd and 3. Miami milking the clock. And they have no reason to be in a hurry. Trying to protect that 6-point lead. Direct snap to 3. He goes the wrong direction, and he's going to go down at the 38. And there's a huge 4th down. 1:01 remaining in the game. It doesn't get any better than this. If Twin City gets to stop, another opportunity awaits them. And you better believe they're going to give it everything they got. Fans, we thank you for hanging in there with us. The next contest coming up after this one, the 13U Miami Gardens Ravens taking on the 13U Rare Breeds. So here we go. Coming to you from Westlake High School. On the south side of Atlanta proper. And that push is going to get a 1st down. And they're still pushing. And number 3 gets away. And he's still going. Touchdown, Ravens, and that will seal the deal.
With 41 seconds remaining in the game, Roderick Lewis III has been the man all day for the Miami Garden Ravens. I don't know if Twin City thought the whistle blew. They thought the play was dead. Apparently it was not. And Miami Gardens cashes in and extends their lead back to 12 and will go for the 1-point conversion. That play is blown dead. False start against the Ravens.
41.8 seconds remaining. Then we got the show coming. Lavery out of Georgia.
So with that, the ball goes to the 8-yard line. Still counts as 1. Very good ball game. Delane looking for the open man, and that pass is going to be broken up. The intended receiver, Carlton Dixon. And, you know, this is another one of those games where, you know somebody's got to be a winner and you know somebody's got to be a loser, but the loser can hold their head high because they came to fight and they absolutely brung it. Nothing to be ashamed of by the Twin City Outlaws. .41 seconds remaining in the game. And there's the kick. Number 2 is going to be wrapped up immediately. He's been out there fighting all day. And he'll come off the field. So the Outlaws will try to do something with it. 41 seconds. Single man in the backfield, 4 wide. Number 1 goes into motion. Gets set, pass is complete. Number 1 gets out of bounds. That'll stop the clock. That is Merritt the third. He'll get to around the 32-yard line. And that'll be 2nd and 7. .35 seconds remaining in the contest. Long in shotgun. Long puts it up. And that pass is going to be broken up. Double coverage. Number 10, Corey Roll, will get credit for the breakup on that one. 34 seconds remaining.
That pass is complete. Williams rolls, gets out of bounds. 28 seconds remain, and it's 4th down. So if they don't convert, this will do it. Put it up. And that pass is incomplete. And the ball's going to be turned over on downs. So all Miami Gardens has to do is take the victory formation, and that'll wrap the game up. Whale of a contest between two stout defensive teams. Something had to give, and that give came in the form of Roderick Lewis III. He has had multiple scores, keeping in mind that one of them was called back due to a penalty. And he has effectively been the savior of sorts when Miami Gardens found themselves in trouble. So here we go. Dulane in shotgun. There's the snap, and he's going to throw it deep. And that's going to be broken up. And that clock's going to stop with 14 seconds on it with the incomplete pass. And the official says, let the clock run. And that'll do it. And I'm getting word on the field that on that pass play, those players were supposed to take the victory knee. So one of the things the coach is going to have to talk to them about is sportsmanship. They knew they had this game in the bag. So that's a discussion he'll have to have with them. Miami Garden Ravens come away with the victory, 18-6 over the Twin City Outlaws. This game had defense written all over it. It was the irresistible force meeting the immovable object. Something had to give, and that give came in the form of number 3 for Miami Gardens. He was basically their Mr. Everything when they got in a jam and needed something. Lots of points left on the field by both teams. Both defenses tightening up in the red zone. Turnovers making a difference. So both teams, yeah, their coaches are going to go back and say, hey, we need a lot of work. But somebody has to win and somebody has to lose. But even in that, Twin City should hold their head high. They did not stop fighting till the very end. So we're getting ready for the Miami Garden Ravens 13U taking on the Rare Breeds 13U. Whale of a contest coming up here at the C1N Labor Day Classic. We thank you for hanging in there with us on pay-per-view. We want to remind you that on the YouTube channel, on the C1N YouTube channel, that these games will be available. Moxie Media thanks you, and we want to thank Cam Newton and his personnel for entrusting us with the broadcast. We'll be back in just a second. See you in a few.